You know, I have a notes document where I jot down the ideas for these videos. These are all based around struggles that we face as music makers. The ideas usually come to me when I go for a walk, or I'm in the shower, or most annoyingly, just before I go to sleep at night. And currently I have around 130 of them sitting there waiting to be made. So I'm just working my way down this list of all the different topics I want to cover on this channel. And today I thought we'd talk about one of the best pieces of advice I've ever received. And it relates to how we view our own progress as music makers and whether we're constantly comparing our work to others around us, be it artists that we really admire, our peers, or even our friends. You know, one of the biggest traps we can fall into as music makers is constantly comparing our work or our progress to others. The reason I say this is because when we compare our progress to someone else's, we're robbing ourselves of enjoying the journey itself. I've seen so many beginner music makers convinced that their music isn't any good, comparing their work to their favorite artists with millions of streams released on some of the biggest labels in the game. They sit there in this feedback loop with unfinished tracks for years, trying to get the production level up to the same quality as their idols. And of course, this leads to buying more gear, more samples, watching more tutorials, all the while forgetting the most important aspect, which is to focus on their music. Now, is that really how you want to measure your quality of work against the #1 artist on the biggest record label with a long history of releases? There's no wonder you can't finish your music if that's the benchmark. You're comparing your own progress to the top 1% of all music that's ever been released. Does it look kind of dodgy that you can't see my hands? I should keep them up. I think that looks better. We need to shift the goalposts and develop our own set of metrics. Each day we should be striving to be that little bit better than we were yesterday, not anyone else. This way we're in complete control of our own progress and in competition with no one. Only ourselves. If you found yourself getting stuck in this cycle, then just remember that comparison is the thief of joy. And just be careful how this manifests, because it can lead to stifling progress or obsessing over mundane details, or even more serious things like low self-esteem or insecurity of our own abilities. What and how you do things and the results that come from that have absolutely nothing to do with anybody else. This is your music and your journey. Don't let anyone else take that away from you. Now, the best piece of advice that I ever received, which ties into all this, is to remember to run your own race. Set your own set of metrics, targets, goals, whatever. Be in competition with no one. If you fully adopt this mindset, it's going to keep you grounded and is ultimately going to lead to more fulfillment on your own journey. Otherwise, you'll be caught up in a cycle of trying to smash someone else's goals instead of your own. A short and sweet video today, which I hope you found helpful. If you did like this video, then please remember to subscribe. It really does help. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up also. Until next time, keep creating. Bye for now.